You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 8th of July, 2025. It is 18 days after the summer solstice. It is 76 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 20th day of Messe d'Or, the day of the Parc, the pen for livestock. The sun rises today at 5:32 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 1:01 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:29 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 9:02 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:43 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute, 1 second shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase and is 95% full at midday. The full moon will arrive on Thursday, the 10th of July. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 3:02 a.m., 18 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 9:17 a.m., 1 meter 25. In the afternoon, low tide, 3:03 p.m., 34 centimeters. At night, high tide, 9:25 p.m., 1 meter 55. In our shared realm of plants and animals, when you observe many of the older trees in the neighborhood, it can be interesting to have a good look at their extensive exposed roots. When the city plants trees today, they provide wide tree beds cut out of the sidewalks, but until recently, tree beds were quite small. So some of the grander trees in these small tree beds have completely filled their allotted space. Sometimes the roots have displaced slabs of sidewalk. But the most striking feature of these trees is the way the roots overspill their containment with an almost liquid quality. The roots bulge out like hand-blown glass or a creeping mass of lava. Commemorations. On this day in 1680, the first confirmed tornado in American recorded history struck Cambridge, Massachusetts. Increase Mather wrote of it in his Essay for the Recording of Illustrious Providences. He described the dark funnel cloud, churning in a circular motion, which touched down full of stones, bushes, boughs, and other things. A barn collapsed, and a serving man named John Robbins was killed. On this day in 1777, Vermont adopted a new constitution. The state was at that time independent, only joining the Union as the 14th state in 1791. The Constitution of the First Vermont Republic was notable for banning slavery, the first such ban in the New World. On this day in 1889, the first issue of the Wall Street Journal was published. On this day in 1913, Alfred Carlton Gilbert received a patent for the erector set. Gilbert was a star athlete as a young man and won a gold medal in the pole vault at the 1908 London Olympics. He earned a degree in medicine from Yale, but he dedicated his life to promoting his invention. He was inspired by the sight of workmen riveting steel beams as he traveled by train from New Haven to New York in 1911. The erector set became one of the best-selling toys of all time. On this day in 1593, Artemisia Gentileschi was born in Rome. She was one of the finest painters in the European Baroque period, a highly unusual career for a woman in that time and place. She was the first woman to become a member of the Accademia di Arte del Disegno in Florence. Her style was influenced by Caravaggio, featuring rich, dark backgrounds and strongly lit figures. She enjoyed an international reputation in her time. Today we remember Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, born on this day in 1926. She was a psychiatrist who studied the psychological dynamics around death. Her Kubler-Ross model defined the 5 classic stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. That model remains widely used today to help people deal with loss. She was clear that the 5 stages were not linear, but could manifest themselves at different stages of the grief process. She died in 2004. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 8th of July, 2025.